Welcome to opening day of Season 2, as the Rockies take on Shohei Ohtani and the LA Dodgers for the first time in this series that we'll actually watch the full game of. And I'm excited to see the #1 player in baseball. I mean, take your pick. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani. There is so many good players on this team. Teoscar Hernandez. It is just loaded, and it's our biggest rival probably in division. Now let's first look at what happened over spring, as I did stream the spring games. How about this? First home run on the channel, Charlie Blackmon. He goes yard in spring on Zach Gallen nonetheless. That was pretty awesome to see. I was really hyped for this. My first ever home run in this series. And it did come in spring, so we still technically haven't had an official one yet. But that's okay, because against the Rangers, in the bottom of the 8th, down 1, CJ Cron would go yard in another game. All tied up, and then Nolan Jones for the win. 1-1 with a runner on base in the 12th inning and a walk-off home run. Spring was so fun. I had a blast streaming it. We finally got some offense. Granted, not a lot. I mean, 2 home runs isn't exactly a ton, but hey, 2 home runs compared to 0 the entire first season. So this was really, really fun. I was ready for Season 2 to start, but there were a few things I had to do first of all. First of all, we lost a lot of games in spring. This team's not good just because I hit 2 home runs. 14 and 17 though, better than what I think we did in the regular season last year. Looking at how the players did though, I was a little underwhelmed. First of all, pitching wise, I thought Walker Buehler could have been better than he was. I was expecting a little more. Maybe in the regular season that'll improve. Brendan Beck was as bad as I thought he would be, and it just frankly, Brendan Beck is not high enough rated to be a major league player right now. Jose Leclerc, excellent. Very, very good signing, I think, so far in spring. Let's take a look at batting now, as we actually had some pretty decent numbers here across the board. Everybody close to around 250 that I was expecting. Nolan Jones for most of spring was in the 400s. Did finish under 400 just barely. Brenton Doyle really unimpressed with his numbers, especially with his speed. Having him lead off was no longer going to work. So this is the new batting order. It's Jones, Cron, McMahon, Tovar, and the new addition Wong, followed by Montero, Hicks, McIver, the rookie catcher, and then Doyle kind of cheaty lead off there in the 9th. We'll see if that works. Left-handed pitcher is mostly the same, but we do have our stronger contact left up front. And then the pitching rotation, it's going to be Buehler, Marquez, Cobb, and Freeland. So we signed a veteran free agent, Alex Cobb, and we'll put Brendan Beck at the long reliever position. I just don't see a path forward to him for starting for this team in the majors. He was not ready for it. Let's get things started off here, though. Shohei Ohtani, first time we'll see him in the series. Looking real good in that Dodgers white with the blue. And the Dodgers taking on the Rockies at LA. We're wearing the City Connects for this one because I was just so excited for this game. I thought, let's do something special for Season 2. Nolan Jones, our new leadoff man, first at bat here against Ohtani. Ohtani winds up and gets him with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Next pitch, a swing and a miss on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, triple digits, and that was a good swing timing for me. Nolan Jones, 1-2, hits this one to right field, and that's going to be a base hit for Nolan Jones. Jones is our best player by many, many Rocky Top miles. I guess not Rocky Top, as they're actually going to try to pick off Nolan Jones here, leading off the first base. Rocky Mountain miles, I suppose. Now Cron in the game. Misses on this swing, and he is out. CJ Cron had a pretty solid spring, and we'll see if he can bring that veteran presence to this team, as Nolan Jones running for second, and the throw is a little off base. Nolan Jones steals second. So 1 hit, 1 stolen base for Nolan to start this season. This is called a strike on the inside on Ryan McMahon, who had a pretty underwhelming spring. And then McMahon misses on the splitter down low. And now we are going into the 3rd out of the inning. Ohtani already with 2 strikeouts. Tovar in now, misses on the swing, but the catcher actually drops the slurve there. And Nolan Jones, without any drama, steals his second base. So Jones already dominating. Tovar missing on the fastball, 99 miles per hour. And these are balls I was not late on in spring. And then swinging and missing on the slurve. I'm a little early this time, anticipating the fastball. So the Rockies get 3 bases off Nolan Jones, but no runs. And out comes Walker Buehler for his first game against the Dodgers here in Colorado. Really excited to see if he can become a villain for one of our division rivals, as we faced him last year. First pitch is a big hit from Mookie Betts. It's going and it's out of the park. And Mookie Betts will go yard on the first pitch Walker Buehler throws to him. Well, that's not exactly a glowing endorsement of your signing as a free agent. Then again, Mookie Betts, one of the best in the game, so hard to blame Buehler too much. Let's see his second at-bat here. Gavin Lux. And that's a... No, that's actually a ball. Thought that hit the strike zone there. Umpire does not give it the call. We fall behind 2-0. And then Buehler getting Lux with a cutter on the strike. Count runs even 2-2. And this one's jammed up. Montero easily able to get under it and make the play, as we have one away here in Los Angeles. Next up, Freddie Freeman. It really doesn't get any easier against this lineup. Freeman obviously can hit the fire out of the ball here. This one, actually Hicks not able to get to it. I'm not sure if he was slow, reaction-wise, or just the speed's not there, but Hicks should have been able to make a play on that ball and doesn't. And so out comes Shohei Ohtani. First pitch to him is a strike. Buehler against one of his former pitching mates here. Just outside the strike zone on that one. Now works the fastball inside, and that's also a ball. Count runs even, 2-2. And I definitely didn't want to give Ohtani any big hits here. Ball on that fastball now. Count runs full, and a swing and a miss on the circle changeup. Ohtani strikes out. A little taste of his own medicine there. And we go 2 away. Now Jock Peterson misses on that one. It's going to be 0-1. Now 1-2 as we're ahead on the count. And the cutter gets Jock Peterson as well. So far, really liking this cutter from Buehler. And the Rockies escaped the inning with only a 1-run deficit, but Mookie Betts with the hit of the game so far. How about Colton Wong, one of our free agent signings that actually had a pretty decent spring, one of the better hitters on the team. One thing with Wong is his strike zone is really low, as this one popped up. Not that great contact though, a little out in front of the ball, and that is caught for an easy flyout. Montero checks into the game, and he'll miss on the fastball, and that is 2 away now for the Rockies. Now Ohtani with a slurve outside, and Hicks will take that ball. Hicks, another one of our free agent signings, was not as impressive in spring, but I still think he could be a decent hitter for us. Maybe around 250 would be what I'm expecting, as the count runs even on a really good time swing there. And then missing on the 98-mile-per-hour fastball, and the Rockies will end the second inning at offense. Still a big old goose egg here in Los Angeles. Max Muncy checks in, and of course, you really have to be on your game pitching against these hitters here for Los Angeles. It never really lets up. The slider down the bottom right of the zone is a strike. And then gets him swinging on the knuckle curve. So far, unimpressed with Buehler's fastball, but his finesse balls have been pretty solid. Here's the four-seam fastball, however, getting a strike, as Will Smith is at the plate. Behind 0-2, and Smith will jam this one to our shortstop. Tovar getting out to Crone, and that is yet another out here for the Rockies. So the Rockies' defense so far, outside of one home run, pretty good. Fastball straight down the middle on Outman. Now count runs full. And he's out, man. The circle changeup gets him, and the Dodgers still only ahead 1-0 going into the third. Here's Willie McIver, one of our catchers. Now, both of our catchers are 60 overalls. This one's a rookie here. And McIver gets under this ball. Good contact, good swing timing. It's going, and it'll stay in the yard. A playable ball there for Peterson. And unfortunately, McIver can't score a home run. So we're still down 1-0. Britton Doyle now, the new 9th swinger, and he misses on the slurve there with his bunt attempt. We're trying bunts with Doyle now. He's just such a bad hitter with that good speed. I mean, perfect speed. I just want to get him on base any way that I can. Nolan Jones checking back into the game with 2 away here. And he'll swing and miss on the fastball on the inside. That was a tough one. Now the slurve to the middle and just a little late on that one. And then the splitter called a ball here. I don't know about that one. Ohtani sends one right up the middle. A little late. Weak contact. It does fall just outside of reach. So that one's foul. Jones, count runs even. And swinging at that slurve. I'm going to be honest here. I was flustered at this point in the game. Ohtani was throwing me some insane pitches here. And the Mookie Betts home run really just shell-shocked me, I think. Buehler with some nice pitches here will actually jam up Teoscar Hernandez as Montero gets another fly out this game. And so far, other than the 1 home run for Mookie Betts, I think Buehler's been excellent. How about Mookie Betts again? Let's throw him a cutter on the left side, and this one, or a slider rather, is a base hit. So 2 pitches to the same side, 2 hits. This one thankfully stays in the park as the slider missed a little bit. Gavin Lux checks into the game, and he'll hit this one for a base hit now. Betts rounds second. He's going to third. This one's going to bounce off the wall. Hicks throwing it home. Doesn't quite have the arm, though. Betts running home, and he'll be safe easily for a run. And Betts has scored the only 2 runs for the Dodgers this game. Freddie Freeman in the game now, and now I just want to get out of this inning alive if I can. Freddie Freeman misses on that one. 0-2. And we're going to hit Freddie Freeman in the ass. And he's walking. Oh, this game is just going from bad to worse. Buehler is as flustered as I am, as this return to LA has not quite spoiled things like he was hoping they would, maybe. Ohtani swinging and missing, though, on his second pitch there. And now we're going to have a runner going to second. McIver can't gather it in time, and he's easily safe. This is just not going well. Buehler is not in control right now, as he does get Ohtani jammed up, though. This one's in the air, and Willie McIver can easily grab that for the second out of the inning. So everything all said and done, you know, Ohtani 2 strikeouts here. That's not what I expected from this, as Nolan Jones will easily get us out of the 3rd inning with, again, thankfully only 1 run scored, and that was Mookie Betts. Again. So C.J. Cron, first batter here at the top of the 4th. And he'll swing on the high fastball there. Really late as well. I just couldn't figure it out. He'd throw me a slurve right after a fastball every time, and I'd be early on the slurve and late on the fastball. As we do connect with that one, Cron getting this one out to left field. And that'll be a base hit for CJ as he'll round first and continue on to second. 19 speed, though. We won't be testing third, as he is barely safe even at that. So yet another base hit this game for the Rockies. That's our second. And in checks Ryan McMahon. McMahon, the power hitter. You definitely want to get some boom or bust with him, as he does get under this one. Good contact. It's going, but it's not quite going to get out of the park. And I think that was a power swing even from me. Just didn't have enough under it. How about Tovar, who had a pretty solid season last year. Nothing spectacular, but I think he's a decent player we can build around. And he'll miss on the slurve down low. Way early on that one. The slurves were killing me, and then I'd overcompensate on the fastballs, as he actually will take a walk here. So Ohtani missing 4 times on that one. And in comes Montero, who will miss on the sinker late. Yeah, Ohtani's pitch repertoire is just insane. I was not ready for a player of this caliber, and it truly shell-shocked me. I thought Zach Gallen was bad. Ohtani somehow doesn't hit Montero in the knee here. I think he did, but instead of having the bases full with 2 away, now Montero's even 3-2 or full ahead. And we're going to the 5th, or bottom of the 4th, I suppose. We got to get past this one first. Max Muncy checks into the game. Nice pitch from Buehler, although it actually missed where I was trying to throw it. Then the fastball almost hits him again. This is already 8 pitches in this at-bat. 2-2. We're not even full count yet with 8 pitches. This one's fouled off, so we'll stay 2-2. Muncy just keeping everything alive, and then he misses on this swing. McIver throws Crone off the base, and Muncy gets a run off an error. So over 9 pitches there in that one, and they still come away with a run, as Hicks will get this one, and that'll be a base hit for Will Smith. Now the hits are starting to pile up for the Dodgers. Can they convert them into runs, however? James Outman swings and misses, and he's out for the second time this game. And I'm not going to say it again. Teoscar Hernandez comes in with one away. He'll pop this one up, but that should be playable for Aaron Hicks. And he does, as runners will go back to first and second. And final at-bat of this inning, Mookie Betts. Finally, we get him jammed right to Tovar to Crone. And the play made at first base. We got Mookie Betts out. That's all that matters. Gavin Lux at bat here in the 5th as the Rockies again on offense couldn't get anything going. So bottom of the 5th, 7th strikeout of the game for Walker Buehler. I think he's been really, really good outside of a few at-bats. Now Shohei Ohtani counts full. I wouldn't mind walking him here, and neither would Walker Buehler. Hey, no outs, or 2 outs rather, nobody on base. Yeah, we can take a walk. And that's a miss there as the Rockies defense steps up again. Still only down 2-0. Nolan Jones at bat at the top of the 6th, and he'll miss on that one. Jones again hits this one. It's got okay contact, and it will be a fly out. The swing timings were decent at points in this game, and the players just couldn't get good contact. This one's even not that bad of a swing for Ryan McMahon, but it's going to pop up, foul, and be caught. And that's the end of the top of the 6th. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and we've checked out Buehler. Tyler Matzek checks into the game. A nice pitch here, the slider getting Muncy. Some lefty on lefty crime here, as this one will be hit right to Crone. And he tags first, and that is the first out of this inning. So Tyler Matzek, really nice pitching against Max Muncy. Can he continue it against Will Smith? No. He hits Will Smith right in the shoulder blade, and we walk Smith. So in comes James Outman, and he belts this to right field, but Nolan Jones will track it down and make the play. Smith not testing second base there, as that's 2 away for the Dodgers now. Teoscar Hernandez hasn't really done much at this point in the game. Matzek trying to strike him out. Count runs ahead, and that is a strikeout for Matzek. Really good inning from him. Tovar at bat, and he hits this one deep to left field. Good contact again, decent timing, and it's just inside the park. We just couldn't get enough power behind these hits. Elohuri Montero chasing the slurve way low. And I gotta tell you, you have a few good swings and some just misplays by your players' attributes. It rattles you a little bit. Mookie Betts in the game now. Hey, Doyle does track it down in time, though. Really nice speed there. Love Doyle's fielding. You really just have to sacrifice the hitting with him. So we're here bottom of the 7th, and Crone can't grab this one. Jones will get it, but it's a base hit. Gavin Lux, yet another one in this game. The top of this Dodgers batting order has been pretty excellent. Freddie Freeman will strike out, though, here with Matzek yet again throwing some nice pitches. And then Shohei Ohtani. Can he finally get some offense going here in the 7th? 0-2? No! He's swinging high at the fastball, and Ohtani strikes out yet again. So Aaron Hicks in the game now. And that is a ball. I'm going to try to be patient here. I'm going to let the balls come to me and just try to see things. It was a struggle for me by this point in the game to see what Ohtani was throwing. And Ohtani was gassed, by the way, at this point. Top of the 8th. He has no energy left in that meter, and it does not matter. It's now 2-2 as the count runs even. And then Ohtani straight up the middle. Great timing here. Weak contact. Yet again let down by my hitters. It was just one of those games. Even when I was good on the timing, nothing. How about Doyle? This one goes foul off the bunt, and I guess that's a strikeout. I didn't even know that was a rule. Caleb Ferguson checks in here. Bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ferguson will be our setup guy in the 8th going forward. Here, of course, we're not exactly protecting the lead, but still we'll bring him into the game. And he'll strike out Jock Peterson. Again, some lefty on lefty action there. Now Muncy in the game, yet another lefty, as that's another strike. Ferguson behind 3-1, but he jams up Muncy, and McIver will get under this ball to catch it. And that's another out. So the Rockies defense and the pitching doing its job here. Smith now behind 0-1. Ferguson ahead now 0-2. And that's hit right to Montero. Another jam and another out, as we'll go into the 9th inning, and we need to score 2 runs to keep this game alive. Nolan Jones lead off here. Hits this one! And it goes foul by first base a little early. And then fouls off this fastball. And that was decent timing again. And then chasing the splitter, and Nolan Jones, possibly our best hope, strikes out. 17 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani. They're having him pitch the whole game. Thrown strikes on this first one, doesn't swing. Behind 0-2, and then fouling off this four-seamer that was way outside the strike zone there. Ohtani puts this one up the middle. That's fouled as well. A little early on that slurve. And then Ohtani sends this one right down the middle, and I didn't think he would do it. Ahead 0-2 and still pitching right to the middle of the strike zone. Ryan McMahon, this is for the game, and he falls behind 0-2. One last swing here, maybe. McMahon down 0-2. We need something. A power hit. It's a ball. Hey, we'll take a walk. I'm not opposed to that. The 83 power against righties. McMahon, I need something special here. McMahon hits it with some power. But not really. This one's well down, and the Dodgers win opening day off another flyout as Ohtani pitches a near perfect game. Some hits given up, but no runs given up, and he pitched the whole game. Fantastic from what I would expect to be of the best player in the league potentially. The Rockies, I thought, had really good defense in this game. The fielding was good. The pitching was really solid. I thought Buehler only had a few mistakes that did get pounced upon. That's what happens when you go against batters in LA. But overall, really good. It was the offense that was putrid in this game. Nolan Jones and CJ Cron are only 2 hits from the game. Really, really good pitching lines here, though, from the rest of the team. Ferguson and Matzek, I thought, were excellent. And even Buehler was really good. How about Mookie Betts? I don't want to see him again. Well, we're going to see him again next game as the Rockies take on the Dodgers again. It's a 2-game series. I would like to split this series. I think that'd be really good for morale in the start of the season. Then we'll take on the Pirates. Now, my plan is to play all 5 games. But starting with the next one, we'll have Marquez start. I want to see if he has any potential left on this team or if he's going to be traded. I will be playing the first 4 or 5 games. I won't be showing them all in the next episode. We'll be speeding it up a little bit. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time.